even though this brand new camera for Facebook and YouTube is blurry, I like it. This looks like it shouldn't be on the internet. This looks like one of those hacked cameras that spy on you, like that you find in the deep web. I hope this goes out in the deep web because that way I can get more viewers. What's up, man? How are you? All right, let me get a little closer to see who's logging in here. Hang on. Let me see. Big Jish, what's up? XO Danny, Getchin, Kelly, welcome to the chat, guys. This is the daily Miami comedy writing session where I go live to talk to you about anything you want. You're the guest, I'm the host, and we're going to talk about anything. Let me rock you. Awesome name. Do you mean let me rock you in a loving way or in a I'm going to fuck you up way? Yo, you're about to get your shit rocked. How are we? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? If you're doing okay, then we're doing okay. All right, so just to finish my thought for those that are brand new to the chat, I do this every day at 6 p.m., or at least I try to do it every day at 6 p.m. to do some comedy writing. All right, this is what comedians do. And I might as well share with you so that you can see what a train wreck writing comedy really is like, especially when you go live and do it publicly. But I got no shame. That's the problem with me. Hey, Rob, what's up, man? That's the problem with me and the way that I live. I have no shame. And if you don't have any shame, a friend of mine says sometimes when you make yourself too vulnerable, you end up being an asshole. Do you think that's true? If someone goes out there and really puts his neck out and tries to do something brand new, yeah, you know what? That does sound like an asshole. Oh, man, what a great way to start it. All right, so how do you guys define an asshole? Like a jerk or a fucking a shit eater? Right? I think those are common terminologies. Like, how do you define an asshole? It does. What's up, DJ Rocky? How are you? Hey, two rocks. Look at that. Let me rock you and DJ Rocky. Welcome, guys. All right. So just to reiterate, this is the daily writing session. We're writing live so that you can see what the process is like for a comedian to come up with the creativity of saying jokes. They're not always gems, people, but at least you get to see the process. All right. So this is actually a really good topic. What makes somebody an asshole? Is it them trying out new things? Are you the kind of person that when you see somebody trying to live their best life, you call them an asshole? Are you one of them? I'm definitely one. I'm the kind of person that sees that and calls that person an asshole, but I'm also the kind of person to do that too. So I'm both. So I'm somewhat hypocritical when it comes to judging somebody and being an asshole or not. But I think we need more assholes in our lives. Wouldn't you agree? Like people that are like habitual line steppers, as Charlie Murphy would say. Like somebody would say, this is my boundary, right? And somebody would be like, oh, is this the status quo? Well, watch this. And they fucking take the next step, right? So in my case, as I was growing up, I was the kind of person that I would always try out something brand new. What's up, Immacula? Immacula, to fill you in, we're talking about assholes and how they get labeled as such. So whenever anyone tries something brand new, or in my case, whenever I try doing something brand new, you always get that friction of people that say, hey, you're being a jerk. Stop doing that, right? And then you might find great success off of it. So I don't know. It's kind of a balance. Immacula, how would you define a jerk or an asshole? Yeah, so great start. I know. But hey, man. Going live isn't always easy, but I've been doing it since March 17th, and I've actually been enjoying myself because I don't even know I have these on. I can't even hear through them. But I've been enjoying myself going live. Like I was saying yesterday to all the people that were watching, man, I've been able to find so many awesome friends through this platform that we call live streaming. And I think in the future, this is what it's going to be, guys. It's just going to be us talking to a camera. The camera is giving you a score. And then you're just there like, yeah, so what's next? This. But if you do it every day, you actually end up finding friends through this thing, right? I think I have friends. And once you start accumulating those friends, they end up being a community, you know, like a group of people out for the same thing. And they're pursuing the same passion you're pursuing. And to be honest, I don't really think I I don't really think this platform of building a community through live streams and talking to people on the fly has been more popular than right now. It's always been available, but we've never gone and actually had no choice but to do that. Immaculate says, I have a huge jerk in the club, but that I go to. What? You go to the club? You're not practicing social distancing, Immaculate? That's very irresponsible of you. What club? He's an egomaniac. Immaculate, you're barking up the wrong tree. I know egomaniacs. I work with them. I used to work with them on a nightly basis. And bro, this is so funny. I was just talking to somebody about this on a virtual chat. Egomaniacs, narcissists, assholes, jerks. Look at you bringing it back, Immaculate. Congratulations on following up with the theme here. Yeah, these people exist, and they're existing now more than ever. And God damn it, if I'm not one of them, I don't know. No, just kidding. I'm humble enough to know that I probably won't be as popular, but I somewhat pursue it to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I like being the center of attention sometimes for a little while, like little short bursts, right? But too much, that's a fucking burden. For everybody to be watching you all the time, right? Your nudes get leaked. Now it's a big deal. And instead of it being deleted, it's now a big deal if you're too famous, right? Like if you see a random guy naked, you're just going to move on, right? You're going to delete it. But if it's a famous guy, that shit is going to spread like wildfire. So I want a balance between being extremely popular and being relatively unknown. I think being relatively unknown while still being known is a nice little sweet spot when it comes to popularity. I don't know what influencers pursue. I don't know why they want millions and billions of followers. Well, maybe it's the paycheck. Maybe it's the notoriety or the status. I get that, but it's so fragile. What's up, Metal Damien? Yeah, Metal Damien wants to be a fucking an influencer here for the stoners. But I don't know. Even though I look like a stoner, I probably won't be a really good influencer for them. I'd make a good logo. Like if you were to put my face as a logo for stoners, people would believe you, right? Like if there was like a circle around me, it says Metal Damien, I don't know, potbricks.com. It's just me like I could pass off for that, right? Trust me. Dude, it's not the numbers. It's how you use it. No, I know that. I don't got to trust you for it. I do marketing. I get it. When it comes to community building, it's really all about personal relationships because dude, you know how many fucking influencers I know that can't sell a fucking t-shirt and they got like 600,000 followers. I think there was even like a case study that an Insta model was she was affiliated with a company. I forgot where I read this. It's in one of my books actually. So she had like 1.2 million followers or something, right? And they were doing a case study on her. And they gave her something to sell. Like they gave her like a makeup kit or something like that. And then she promoted it and she didn't sell any. 1.2 million followers or something like that. So some extravagant number like that. And that's just a true bunch of dumbasses. Yeah, I guess Immaculate. Immaculate, you have such a sweet face, a very caring face. But when you talk, you're just like, yeah, man, fuck these people. But Metal Damien, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. It's all about building relationships. And there's a difference between being famous and being known. So being famous is somebody that's like celebrity status or influencer status, right? Kim Kardashian or any of the Kardashians, really. And then you got like the known guy, like the funny attorney that goes on live and says funny shit, right? So there's a difference between the two. And I think the more hyper niched you are, the less popular you could be. So yeah, man, it's a balance. When it comes to online marketing and community building and all these little nuances online, I don't pursue it in a way that a lot of these influencers do because these influencers will go all the way to fucking Russia to get followers. I just want like 2 or 3 local people to tune in so that when I do a show, you tell your friends and we're good. But don't get me wrong, the $1 million paycheck wouldn't hurt. You know who's a really good influencer that I look up to that's actually doing a really good job? LeJuan James. You guys familiar with LeJuan James? I like his work. I like South Beach Griffey. I like Spice Adams. Like these are influencers that I really like because their content is really funny and they're original. They're original in their own way. But I think LeBron James like made it. Like I think he was able to monetize it, or at least it looks like he did, because it looks like his fucking apartment is the size of a house on its own. He's got like one of those house apartments that you go inside and there's more space in the living room than there is in the apartment itself. Have you guys seen those kind of apartments where you just walk in and it's all just fucking windows? You're an influencer. Yeah, I know I am. But I'm saying I'm approaching it differently. And thank you for that, Immaculate. Thank you for the kind words. I'm an influencer in a way of bringing a few people out to a bar, which, don't get me wrong, blessed, right? Hashtag blessed. It's better than not being one at all. Hey, Linabelle 3, how are you? Rob says assholes. Best I could do. Asshole. All right, Rob is bringing it back to assholes. So assholes, according to Rob, is individuals that act in such a way that equals the function of the anus. Excreting, which is letting out how garbage they are. You know, Rob, I'm going to go ahead and take your definition, and I'm going to start off by saying well written. Okay, it actually looks like a Merriam-Webster dictionary quote, but I'm also going to switch it up on you and say that sounds like you're hating on somebody. So it's funny, but we're going deeper now in the topic here, Rob. So I'm glad you put that in there. It's funny how assholes can be people that you also hate, right? Like they don't necessarily have to be assholes to everybody. It's just somebody you hate. Like, you're such a fucking asshole. It's like, dude, I'm just fucking doing charity work. Oh man, dude, we're human. We can hate. I hate. You hate. We all hate. But I think the difference between haters and hating is that maybe the hating people can spot it before they become haters, because there's nothing worse than a hater that like has an entire life goal to get you back. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of people that like hate on. I don't even know who they are, but I get hated on for sure. And I got haters. It's normal. You know what I mean? Real estate. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good way of defining it. Yeah, man. There's people that do hate, and there's people that are haters. So haters have written a manifesto somewhere in their calendar or wrote like haters is to the point where they probably have a journal entry on you, right? Like they wrote something about you, like I fucking hate this guy and this guy, right? And most of the time, a hater is going to live a life of vindication, where it's like, I'm not going to stop hating on this guy until I see him go down. Or her, right? They must fall in order for me to thrive. That's a pretty good way of describing a hater. That's too much wasted energy. Bro, tell me about it. I mean, the last time I ever hated on anybody was I saw an old man. That's already a good way to start it. I saw an old man walking in the middle of a street, and he was not allowing the cars to pass through. And then everybody was like behind him, and we all had to like go around him. So I don't know if it was dementia, but here's how I stopped myself from being a hater and yelling at the fucking guy. I don't know if it was dementia or Alzheimer's, or maybe he was like listening to some Wu-Tang beats or something. Like he maybe was in his head and didn't notice that there was a line of cars behind this guy. And it was an act of kindness at the same time. We all hated this guy for doing what he was doing, but no one honked. No one yelled at him. But us as drivers, we looked at each other and we were like, this guy's a fucking asshole. And dude, I got to admit, man, us as a society, we came together in that one fleeting moment and we behaved accordingly. And that was a sight. That made me believe in society again. Manu, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, man. Yeah, that guy was a fucking asshole. He never moved. He saw the cars going around him. Never did anything. So check this out, guys. I want to share this real quick. Today on the social medias, I got an advertisement on something of hey, Sasha, welcome to the chat. I saw an advertisement of like these little tarot cards or these little cards or I don't know what it were, but they were cards that you like pull out of a deck and they come up with questions. But get this, those fucking cards were $80 for the deck. Who the fuck pays $80 for cards? What's up, Sasha? How's your Tuesday going? Sasha and Sasha Rust. What's up, man? Sasha, I don't know if you've been to the show before, but we do this every day at 6 p.m. I go live. I show my face. I'm the guy that writes the memes, all the good ones and the bad ones. I take credit and responsibility for all of them, the offensive ones and the funny ones. Yeah, I get together with the community. I just talk to you and just see how your day's going. And then we all just become virtual friends. Officially, and Marco. Officially, Jan Marco. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. So I'm not going to pay $80 to get a deck of cards with questions in it. So instead, what I do is I just pull out this book that I bought for $7.99 back in 2018. And dude, this is all you need, really. But here's the thing. These questions are a little too, they're too nice, man. Oh, wait a second. George Carlin. What's George Carlin doing here? All right. Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. George Carlin wrote that? Yo, George Carlin must have been tripping, man. That's an actual, according to this book, a George Carlin quote. Look at that. George Carlin, second verse. See that? George Carlin actually said something nice. I always categorize him as an angry old comedian, and now he's saying really nice things. Oh my God, every time. That's deep. Yeah, let's read it again. Bro, if you guys know who George Carlin is, you would agree with me that this is not a George Carlin style quote. Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. George Carlin. When have you had such a moment? Right now. My breath was taken away on how sweet George Carlin was. In this one quote. Gus Perez Jr., what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. So what's another moment that took my breath away? You know what took my breath? I have vertigo. And if you guys don't know what vertigo is, that's like when you go up in really high places and you get all fucking dizzy. Does anyone else have vertigo on the chat? I'd like to know, because vertigo is a weird feeling because it feels like you're going to commit suicide. Can you guys describe it the same way? What's up, Moxie? Hey, Albert. Can you guys describe vertigo the same way? So like if I'm in a balcony and I look down, I feel this feeling in my gut. It's very sinking. And it's like I get the sweats, like I'm that guy, and I get like disoriented. And it feels like I'm about to fucking just do it on impulse. That's what vertigo feels like to me. But when I went to the Grand Canyon, dude, vertigo to like the 10x power, right? Like I was looking at this big ass Grand Canyon space. It feels like you're already falling. Exactly. Sasha, you've got vertigo, right? Yeah, exactly. It feels like you already did it. It feels like all you have to do is just fucking jump over so you can experience the full effect of vertigo. So I don't know if you've been to the Grand Canyon, but I highly recommend it. Like if you don't believe in God, go to the Grand Canyon and look out there and see that shit. And you'll be like, oh, okay. Got it. This is amazing. But yeah, that definitely took my breath away. Another one that took my breath away was when I got my first threesome. No, but that was a very exciting moment of my life. My first threesome definitely took my breath away because I never thought that I would experience that, and I did. And you know what? I think every man deserves. Every heterosexual man deserves. You like that, Rob? Dude, it's true. I think there's nothing wrong with it. You know, if you're open to it, if she's open to it, if her friend's open to it, fucking do it. Immaculate goes, really? Yes, really. Immaculate, share. Sharing is caring. Immaculate, oh man, perfect riff. Here we go. Immaculate, you know, now is the time for us as human beings to be open to new possibilities. Not every man deserves it. Not every man deserves it. Okay, good point, Danny. Good point. Let me retract that just in case this comes back and bites me in the ass. You're right. Not every man deserves it. But I think all good men with good hearts, all conscientious men with morals deserve that experience. It's one of the best experiences you can, as a bachelor, like that is a wonderful experience to have, man. So, wow. Let me riff. Okay, this is a comedy show. Hey, Steffi. Immaculate, listen to me. Look, we're going into a new world, okay? And in this new world, possibilities are opening up. All right, women do too. You know what, Moxie? I'm not going to shun you. If you want two guys on you, go right ahead and enjoy yourself. I'm not going to be one of them. You know why? Dave Chappelle said it best. No man has a fantasy with two penises in it. Amazing. That's a great quote. It's true. Hey, Love Sunshine Moon. Hey, Love Sunshine Moon, you're back. How you been? Love Sunshine Moon. Steffi, this is the person that I used to confuse you with. I thought you were Love Sunshine Moon, and I thought Love Sunshine Moon was you. You know what I mean? So to get back to what Moxie is saying here. So, and this is just a theory, all right? I got to be careful on these podcasts because not these podcasts, on these writing sessions, because I do this daily, right? And I got to be very careful because if I say one thing in the future, somebody's going to be like, what the fuck did you mean when you said this, huh? Huh? What did you mean? I was like, dude, it's a comedy show. No. We know what you meant. So this is a comedy show, just to reiterate. So Dave Chappelle said it best. Interesting. Oh, I love sunshine. Dave Chappelle said it best. A man's fantasy will never include, well, if he's heterosexual, will never include two penises, right? So another theory that I have is that women, well, let me first put this example. So guys, you know, our masculine card, if we ever have a homosexual encounter, and not saying it's wrong, but if you're a heterosexual and you have a homosexual encounter, it's kind of like your man card, like your masculine card gets taken away. You know what I mean? Like you're not considered masculine in society if you have gay relations. It's kind of like you're gay. You're not a heterosexual person anymore. But a woman can be straight and still have that experience and still be feminine. Do you guys agree with me on that? Now, this is just a theory. This is just something I've thought in my head. But a guy that's hetero doesn't swing to do gay stuff, but a straight woman can, and it's still feminine. You know what I mean? Like a woman can make out with another woman for fun. I'm a real boy. Metal Damien, thank you so much that you're here, man. I don't want to go off the rails and say anything like, out of line here, but yeah, it's funny to see that men can't do anything gay and then not be gay. Like you're gay. It's a double standard. No, yeah, it could be a double standard, but at the same time, it's also genetic. Like it's a society thing and it's a genetic thing, in my opinion. Because if a guy has gay sex, he's gay. But if a woman hooks up with a woman, she's not necessarily, she might be bi, but I've seen girls that are 100% straight. Like they only want men, but they've had an encounter. You know what I mean? Like they got drunk one night and they did it. And then they were just like, oh, okay, that was just that one time. Like I've heard of those stories. I've seen it. Yeah, where a woman would have a gay encounter and then she just continues being in her sexuality. A man's encounter with another man, it's like now you're questioning your whole life. Now you're just like, dude, am I gay? Am I gay? Maybe I'm gay. I'm gay, right? So there's something going on there. So like when there's a threesome and there's two women, a woman can enjoy the company of the other woman performing for the guy. But if it's a guy and his boy and they're running a train on the girl, I'm already feeling like I'm gonna get in trouble with this, but I think that's a really cool theory. And I'm just speaking, off the top of my head and from social standards. So this isn't 100% what I believe in, but like I think there's something there. And man, who knows? Maybe we can come up with a joke. I mean, dude, $20 is $20. Oh man! All right, hold on. Let's read some of the comments here. It's a double standard. I imagine in a group of bros breaking in SWAT style in the middle of the night. I think I can do a dude and still pass. Metal Damien, God forbid you ever do a dude. That would be brutal. Would you be a top or a bottom, Metal Damien? Metal Damien, all full of tattoos and sweating and shit. Oh, you're not a real boy anymore. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm sitting on your live watching you laying it down. Gay town for real. You could still SD and practice toxic masculinity on purpose. You can still SD. What do you mean, Sasha? What's SD? Steffi says, I love these lives. It's comedy with Psych 101. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Steffi. Yeah, I know. It's just the thing is I have so many different interests that I mix them up, and then you guys see the real me. Like, this is who I am. Like, I actually have these thoughts. I could never be in a threesome. I wanted to disappoint two people at the same time. I tell my parents I'm gay. Oh, man, you ain't wrong, Manny. If someone gets offended, then fuck them. Yeah, I know. As do I. It's life. Suck dick. Sasha, where the fuck did that come from? Sasha out of nowhere. Suck dick in exclamation marks with the emojis. SD is suck dick, obviously. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So let's read that again. Obviously. No, SD is not obviously suck dick. SD cards is a memory chip. You can still SD and practice toxic masculinity on purpose. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm not part of that world. All right. Look, hey, look, for all the people that are watching, all right, we're down to the last 3 minutes, and I'm just going to go ahead and use these last 3 minutes to apologize to anybody in the future that's going to watch this episode. Nothing wrong with being gay. You can do whatever you want sexually. I don't care. Have fun. All right. All I'm doing here is just riffing on the fact that a guy, when he has an interaction with another guy, according to society and according to my one perspective, you're a gay person. A woman, when she interacts with another woman and actually has a sexual encounter, it could be a one-time thing, and she could still keep her feminine card. All right? That's it in a nutshell. It's not written in stone. Don't TMZ me when I become a billionaire, because that would suck. All right. Game Mafia vibes. You guys are making it worse. It's all a spectrum. Hey, Moncherie Danny, you might be onto something there. Yeah, it's a spectrum. You are absolutely right. So maybe society hasn't experienced that spectrum yet, right? Because I've heard of stories of some of my guy friends, like they're boys and they ran a train on a girl. And by the way, man, how awful is that word? Like, why is it that when you have sex with a woman with two women, it's a threesome, but when a woman has sex with two guys, it's a train, right? Like, that's a little, right? Like, I think train is such a apprehensive and offensive word. You're gonna get run on a train. No, you're gonna get trained on. I don't know. How do you describe when someone's about to run a train on somebody? It's disgusting. Which one? 2 girls, 1 guy, or 2 guys, 1 girl? Yikes! Your shirt. Oh yeah, Maria, you like it? Not a Trump supporter, but I do love making fun of stuff. So yeah, this is my shirt. If you guys want one, I have more of these. Just click the link in bio, donate $20, and I'll send you this. 2 guys. Yeah, I don't know. For me too, but as a hetero. I mean, I don't know. Some girls might be into that. Moxie wants that. Moxie wants 2 guys. It's a fantasy. You know, if 2 guys want to go for it, go for it. Maybe you're just so close to. I've never been that close to anybody that I've actually wanted to run a train on a woman with. Like, it's like, dude, I feel so close to you. Like, you're like my boy. Like, we grew up together. We watched cartoons together. We went to like places, and you know, you want to bang my girlfriend? You and me? Is that how the conversation goes? That's the only girl isn't in charge. That's only if the girl isn't in charge. Look at Sasha. Dude, I love having these conversations because it goes deeper into the definitions of things. Okay, so for the record, Sasha says it's only called a train if the girl isn't in charge. Okay, Sasha, so let's take it a bit further. If the woman is in charge, let's say it's like a dominatrix thing. Just kidding. No, I think you're on point. That's very interesting, Sasha. So, Romy Winwood, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Let's see, because society itself is a shit show. I never said that. All right, Moxie, I thought you did. My bad. JP, what's up, man? So, Sasha, if a woman is in charge when she is having sex with 2 men, what should that be called? Bitch, eat my pussy. Oh, man. Sasha, Sasha's dominating. Okay, but Sasha, what would you call that? We should give that a name, because I think running a train is not a good name, in my opinion. I don't like it. Two guys, one girl running a train. That's whack. And I think it should be a little more sexual. Like it should hit the right note when it comes to that fantasy, both for the guys and the girl. What would be a threesome? Oh, so just go back. Just call a threesome is a threesome. Got it. Rob, never said that. I said women could have threesomes too. Common now. Okay. Got it. All right. So we'll just leave it at threesome to make it easy. All right. I see you. You're taking the easy way out. That's cool. Picture the tunnel and the cars entering. Let me see, Rob, because I see you put something here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So for those that are watching on YouTube and Facebook, Rob put in a diagram with cars going through a tunnel. Two girls, one. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that video has scarred me. Steffi, it's simple. Enough with the double standards. Sasha is right. Call it what it is, a threesome. Ooh, Rob, what the fuck? Steffi, Sasha are against Rob right now. Rob, you need to cool it. They're ganging up on you, Rob. What's up, Benny Rodriguez? All right. So, anyways, yeah. So let's go ahead and judge it right now. That from now on, when two guys have sex with a woman, that should still be considered a threesome. Ruled. We nailed it here on the Miami comedy writing session that should still be called a threesome. So go on out there and call that a threesome, because a threesome is a threesome. Three people having sex with each other and enjoying being a human. So there, we nailed it. We brought it right back for all the people that get offended 10 years from now. Just kidding. All right. I'm a very open-minded individual. Please don't get me in trouble. All right. My intentions are good. Wow. I can't believe it's come down to this, man, where you got to apologize in advance. Damn shame. It's a damn shame, man. We got to apologize in advance, everybody. Let's see. Let's read the last few comments here. Is it a train if they're ganging up on me? If the two girls gang up on you, it goes right back to being a train. That's not the point Rob wants to make. Yeah, JP. All right. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and close it here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I always have a fun time talking to you guys about, I'm officially calling it, you never had a threesome. Yo, Sasha, hilarious. Well done. Thank you for that one. Great closing joke. You caught me. Yeah, pretty good. And she put him in all caps. Let's go ahead and just call it here, guys. Never happened. Okay, this whole episode never happened. On the dot. Dude, we were talking about haters earlier on the podcast today. Now you guys are being haters. Huh? I'm an asshole for admitting and experiencing a threesome. Man, fuck you guys. What do you think about that? Fuck you guys and your judgmental ways of viewing me and my sexual endeavors. Lack of resources, maybe. What a bunch of fucking haters you are. Yeah, I had threesomes, more than one. What do you think about that? Huh? What do you got? What are you going to say? It's not true? Prove it. I can't prove it. All right. Let's see some dates. All right. So we're going to start experimenting with virtual events, guys. It looks like we're back on lockdown here in Florida. The bars aren't going to open up anytime soon. So with that being said, boo, you're a conductor now. Oh man. So is that what we're gonna do now? We're gonna start roasting me on the last few minutes of the show. Need receipts. Manny got trained. Wow. All right. We're gonna make it to a roasting session, man. Fuck you guys. All right. Well said though. Very funny. A little bit. Okay. A little funny. You guys got me. All right. Enough. Before I log off abruptly and delete this whole episode. Manny got videos. No, I don't have videos of the threesome. This was a good one, ladies and gents. Yeah, it was good. Oh, speaking of ladies and gents. All right, so I'm losing my train of thought here. Oh, bringing it right back. I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Virtual events. The first one is going to be this Saturday. It's going to be on the Zoom. We're going to be doing a live podcast. And if you guys want to be part of the discussion, it's going to be just like this, but on Zoom. You guys can help me. You didn't like that, Sasha? You guys can help me come up with topics. We can riff off stuff, and we'll make it into an actual podcast episode. Then after that, the next virtual event is going to be a matchmaking singles event. It's called Miami Comedy Cupid. That's going to be July 17th, Friday at 7 p.m. We're going to get together with the local singles. Ladies, it's free to attend. Fellas, it's $10, 15 if you wait till the day of. And we're all going to come together and we're going to talk about the dating pool that is Miami. All right. So you're going to tell me about your frustrations, what you want. And then maybe you might meet somebody you like that's single. It's kind of like a speed networking event as well. And who knows? Maybe you can get a threesome off of it. Okay. But bring receipts like Daniela requested. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I apologize in advance. Bye, everybody. All right, YouTube, Facebook, that was awesome. I'll see you guys next time.